Take two.
Go.
We are about to remove a vanity.
What's going on in here?
This weekend, I am filming in a flight path shop. How hungry are you? I'll take all day. This is potentially the most awkward project ever. I just said jazzed up.
409 behind the design, take one. Mark.
You did a great job with that. Hey guys, welcome to the Weekender Behind the Design. I just wrapped up my weekend with Tara and Mark working on their master bathroom, and it was a hit. And that is pun intended, because my crew says I look like I'm going to play in a softball tournament today. I'll have you know, I played softball and I was not very good. Let's start off with their design questionnaire and tell you that Tara, she kind of was the one who had the most say in the style on this one. She was looking for vintage, farmhouse, chic, rustic. She also said that she was drawn to neutral colors, grays and brown tones. This is actually her questionnaire right here. It's a real thing, it's not pretend. They were already kind of headed in the direction that they wanted to go in. Do you recall that they had this really fabulous subway tile in their shower and tub surround? They put that in and they were like, oh shoot, the bathroom still isn't like magazine worthy. It doesn't look like these Pinterest pins we see. Like, what's going on here? So basically they were hoping that the subway tile would be the bathroom savior. It would take care of everything. But instead, it was just a really solid first step. So they called me in to kind of take it from where they were to where they wanted to be. As far as what they loved and hate in the space is pretty obvious. They really loved the subway tile they had put in, and they really liked the space. They moved from the city out towards the suburbs, and this home had a bit more square footage to work with than they did before. So they loved that they had a master bathroom where they could both get ready at the same time, a shower and a tub. They just really enjoyed having the space. It just wasn't looking the way they wanted it to yet. Okay, things that they did not like about the bathroom, they didn't like the brown vibe that was going on. And I don't know how well it translated in the episode, but it was very brown in there. From the brown flooring to the brown vanity to even, you might not have noticed, but the grout on their subway tile, they had it put in brown, thinking it would tie everything together. I've actually never seen that done. I don't know how I felt about it at first, but in the end, it worked really well with everything that we added to the space. And one thing that Mark really didn't like was the whole mirror situation. Wasn't that kind of crazy? I mean, I love that he was just okay. It's funny the things that we can get and become okay with. Like, he was totally fine ducking down every day to like brush his teeth and do his hair.
Little like this.
Just a little bend, that's all.
Yeah,
a little
bend. It's not optimal.
It's not optimal.
Also super funny is that they didn't notice that they had like the kid height vanity. Have you ever noticed those? Do any of you have them in your home? My kids have one in their bathroom. And I wish they didn't. It was just the way the builder had put it in before we bought the house. But it's super, super low. And now my kids are like really tall, and it's just a silly height. So I was happy to be able to replace Mark and Tara's vanity with something that was much more, I don't know, grown up, adult friendly, ergonomic, all the above. Let's chat a little bit about this vintage mirror project that we did. It's a really simple project. It's nothing like too revolutionary, but the thing that I love about it is how you can take wood that I literally went and picked it up that weekend at Lowe, straight off the shelf, inexpensive pine, and yet we were able to make it look like it was really aged and weathered and fit in with the bathroom. It's impressive what you can do with a little paint and that Valspar antiquing wax. I really like that stuff. I feel like you can use a lot of it to make something look really, really dark, or just a little bit like we did, combined with some white paint, and it gave just enough to make it feel like this wood was really old. But the true key to this was obviously the distressing. I think distressing is one of the most fun DIY projects you can do. And of course we got a little ridiculous with it. Slow-mo chain, anyone? There's no way you can look cool slow-mo throwing a chain. It just, yeah, not cool. But some of my favorite things to distress with are obviously chain. I love using like all different types and sizes of screws to distress. I just think the like variety of the threads looks really cool. Unique hammers. I've even used like my kitchen forks before, like different household items. You can distress with almost anything. The key to this is that if you're going to distress a piece of wood, you want to use a really soft pine. You want to make sure that it's a wood that can very easily dent and be dinged up. I really love the faux wood grain tile that we put down in the bathroom. It works really nicely with subway tile. It's an awesome complement to it. And what I liked about these especially is that they were 4-foot long tiles. So as far as installation goes, it made it really, really easy. We ran it the long way in the bathroom. There was like a limited amount of cuts we needed to do. And man, it just transformed their floor. It's what the subway tile needed. The subway tile was like screaming for something to complement it, and their current tile just wasn't doing it. I really like, Lowe's has so many different types of these wood grain tiles now. You can get them small in like an 18-inch, you can get 3-foot lengths. This is the first time I had seen the 4-foot lengths, and I really liked the width of it. It looked like old, wide planks, so that's why we went with the bigger ones. Bigger's not always better, but in this case it definitely was. During the weekend, I walked you through how to install and plumb a vanity. It's actually easier than you think. I totally recommend you should try it. But we didn't talk too much about the vanity itself. Guys, it had like a barn door track on it and it slid. It was just really, really nice. I had never seen that one before. And when I was shopping for this episode, I did order that one online. It was a Lowe's.com thing, not in the store, but it was perfect for this bathroom. And the doors, it just had so much storage because you had drawers and then also the side area too with the sliding door. I just thought it was really, really smart. And it was also nice for this bathroom. Their vanity bumped up next to their little closet, so opening a door would have been kind of annoying. You couldn't get it all the way open, so having the slider was perfect for that. And for the part that you probably like the most, here's some stuff that didn't make the episode. Kind of funny, probably a lot of stupid, but just check it out.
Put all this small stuff in.
Look, now you can see yourself.
And DJ, that's who we really want to see. That's making behind the design. Now I have all this. Okay. And then this comes. Ah! Ouch. I've got no roots.
A little lower.
Yeah, let's not do it in front of my face. Good call.
What do they taste like?
Chicken, obviously. Don't worry, I'm just gonna carry it as far as possible.
All the way down the street.
All right, let's just kind of lean it up here. Doesn't seem like it's gonna break, right? Let's lay it flatter.
I feel like
Let's
I'm not
lay it
gonna say
flatter.
anything.
Why is everybody making me make this
I
decision?
don't know, because if any of us make the decision and it breaks, then we're
I
in
should have
trouble.
maybe gotten 2, but whatevs.
We'll do it.
Feeling strong?
Yes.
All right.
Ready.
You look really strong.
Thanks.
We got this.
All right.
Calling 10 other people because we're actually not strong. Right now, what we have is a lot of brown on brown, and 5 projects, 1 weekend. Nah, I don't want to do that. All right, guys, that wraps up this Behind the Design. I would love to answer any questions that you might have about this makeover or any DIY makeovers or reno projects that you're working on. So leave me a comment below and I will get back to you. And of course, make sure that you're subscribed to the Lowe's YouTube channel. You wouldn't want to miss a single episode. See you next weekend.